How's it going, everybody? My name is Ryan. Welcome to my channel, Sector 7 Music. Today we are going to do some game audio sound design. I've been putting together a game audio sound effects demo reel, and so far I have about 4 or 5 games in the demo reel, one of them of which is MediEvil, this guy right over here. I've done a few sounds already, and as far as the sound effects go, we have this one that I want to concentrate on for today, which is the ghost skeleton pirates coming out of the grave and messing with our hero. That's the sound effect that I'm trying to redesign today. Okay, so before we get started, I'm going to just show you exactly what I have done thus far as this level is concerned. So let's get started. These guys are going to have a lot going on. So there's a lot of green, there's a lot of plasma, there's a lot of hellfire coming through the ship. First. Okay, so we have Absinthe here. This is a really good sound design tool. So let's see what we got so far. Now again, I don't want something too synthy. I just want something to kind of start us off. I kind of like something like that. Just a single layer of noise of a pad going this way. I mean, that's going to give us a pretty good start and some depth to it. Okay, let's see. One of the best tricks I figured out, if you're like me and you have this problem and you're trying to figure out a sound, and it's in the middle of the region right here, and you have to go all the way to the beginning of the region in order for it to play like this, rather than when I had it here and it's not playing. Check this out. If you go to project settings and you go to MIDI, if you go to chase and you go to notes, then it's going to play wherever your playhead is at on the region. So instead of going all the way from the beginning of the region and it playing, it's actually just going to play wherever your playhead is at. Okay, so that's kind of like the chorus sounds of hell that are down deep below. Let us do some more. How about? So why not? I'm thinking of some sort of noise, some sort of static, something to signify it coming up. Let's see what we got. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into. Let's start a new track. So let's try this guy out. There we go. I like Serum. Serum's one of my favorites to do. We'll continue with some noise, just a noise channel. So we'll take the attack. We'll make the attack a little bit up. Decay is going to have a faster slope. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to record it first. And then we'll just line it up, and then that way we can shape the sound as we go along. We should go as soon as they kind of pop up this way. Oh, you know what? Watch his body. Maybe that will be an indicator. So his body goes like that. You're going to see the skulls plop on the body. So then what's going on is they rise up, and then their heads and everything, they land on the ship, and all that is all nice and settled as the decay goes down. I think that's a good layer to go off of as well. And while we're at it, now that we have more than one track, let's create a stack track. Let us not do Blue Sun. Let's do something different for this part right here. I kind of like, let's actually continue on with Serum. I kind of like that. You know what else I actually want? I picture something a little bit more magical. We'll start messing around with some contact. And let's get into some ethereal earth. Okay, and then from there, let's just do it. Ultra Breed has a really cool reverse effect. What is this? Let me just throw shit at the wall and see what sticks. Ooh, let's do it like that. Now we probably need to have some sort of grunt or growl. Let's do maybe another roar. Let's do another one. Roar. Roar. That sucked. I like that one. Okay. Let's see what we can do with these skeletal voices. Oh, I kind of like that one. I kind of like these a lot better. So what we're going to do is we're going to bounce this in place. Okay, now that we bounce that in place, wee, wee, go into his file here, and then we'll go into functions, and then we just simply reverse it. If I can bounce it out and then bring it back in as its own audio file, which it looks like I can. Let's bring up the size and dampen that shit a little bit. Let us have some stereo delay. Stereo delay. Let's give it more of a 1/16 at 0 deviation. And then let's bring this down to about 25. Let's see where this leads us. And then let's just kind of bring down, bring up some frequencies. Okay, I want to get rid of this guy because I don't think I need him anymore. I want to get rid of that dude because I don't think I need him anymore. So then this guy, let's do the same thing we did on the other two. Same song, second verse. Okay, so now that this guy is bipped in place, we are going to reverse him. And then we're going to bring in said other dude, OG Rar 2. And then we're going to pretty much do the exact same thing as we did here. Okay, let's match that up a little bit better now. And then let's put these guys down here because we have that OG or that the delay, stereo delay. Maybe what we can do is take these guys and bring them down a little bit. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make it sound more demon-like and more skeletal-like at the same time, and change it so that it's not so human-esque. Here's what we have so far. Let's put some saturation and kind of see what happens there. Okay, so we put a little saturation on there so that it gives them that nice, dense, harsh sound. I am thinking of this guy here because I kind of wanted to sound a little manipulated as well too. Now I just want to see what this would sound like if we added some of this frequency echo. Let's take that down to 20. Okay, so I'm going to change it to this instead. Because that other one sounded like someone going, yum! Okay. Let's get you there. Let's see. Let's go back into Ultra Beat. Make sure everything is kind of at its max. Cool. Okay, so these guys are going to be there in their own category called the whoosh. Okay, so we have the whoosh, and then we have the skeletal screams together. This is what it sounds like. And now I want to get some sort of green glow. But I want the green glow to happen fairly quickly. And then, okay, now that I got it a little bit better, let us go to Ethereal Earth again and see what we can pick up from there. Let me see how this turns out. And it kind of feeds into them popping out as well too, so it still signifies that glow. So we have that. Let's kind of see where we are now with everything in context. Something is still leading a little bit off. We'll tail end it so that it's done here, this way. But I don't want it to cut off so much. I want it to cut it off here. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, somewhere around there. In context with everything else, it sounds like this. Alright, there's one more thing that we need to do, and that's the bag of bones that are coming out. Signify that there are bones coming out. So we need to make a sound effect where bones are literally coming out of the ground. Okay, so now I am on a different mic because I am going to capture the bag of bones, some sort of bones to signify that they are bones coming out of the ground, out of the wooden ship. And I have a bag here, and it is a Crown Royal bag filled with castanets, different chips from poker games. Sounds like a lot of bad things. Plastic things here and there, some sort of... I have a couple of pins in here to make it kind of a higher end. Let's see how this sounds, and we'll just take it from there. So what we're going to do is we're going to start a new audio track. Bag of Bones. There we go. Okay, let's see how that sounds. Okay, let's do one more. And now we're recording this on an SM57, so I can directly direct it straight at the bag. Okay, let's do one more, because I always have to do things in threes. And go. Let's switch the mic and I'll be right back. Check, check, check. Okay, so I was on the SM57 to record the Bag of Bones, and then now I am on the P420, AKG P420, which is the one I generally use for streaming, for podcasting, or just general recording my voice, in general. So let's see what we have thus far. Okay, I think we can actually work. We can definitely work with something like that. This guy though, I did notice that this one has a really cool tail end where it clasps shut. There we go. Yeah, something like that, because that's kind of where your eye focuses when. Yeah, these two guys, that's when they clamp together. Maybe that guy down at the bottom. Yeah, this one I think is the skeleton down here. Maybe this guy is the one that's the below deck. He starts off somewhere around here, and then he continues to grow. He continues to grow right about, yeah. So, from there, let's just get the Skeletal Bag of Bones into a group, summoning stack. And then we'll call this Bag O Bo. Let's see how these guys sound now. Cool. I kind of want to put some reverb on it. Let me see that one more time. Sometimes when I put on a plugin, it allows me to hear things I haven't heard before. And I'm hearing more of a clackety clack, and I think it's skeleton number 2. Because he's the one that starts he starts first, and then he ends last. Or he ends first. Let's give it kind of a delay since we are outside. I like that. Saturation knob. Woohoo! Let's put you a little bit more down. Yay! Okay. Now that I think about it, it might have too much of this guy going. Now that I put on the saturation, I'm like, I might have a little too much of this. So let's bring this down just a tad bit. Okay. I kind of like that. I like that a little bit better. Cool. Now that we heard that, let's hear the whole thing in context and see where we can go from there. Oh, these two we don't need. But, all right, here we go. Thank you guys for joining me creating these sound effects. If you guys want to hear more of my work, go to sector7music.com. There you can read my bio and you can hear my work that I've done thus far. And again, I'll see you next video.